what we're going to do is have a look at the toolbar and all those different tools that are available to us in the library module. So the toolbar, that's that area across the bottom here with all these different tools that we can see associated with it. Now what these tools do is they relate to different actions that we can do on an image. Basically, the first two that we have here is how we view the main interface. And you can simply just click on them and you can change between the different modes that we are viewing. Or remember, the E and the G keys are the shortcuts for this. What you can do is also click on this center mode, which will let you have a look at two images and basically compare between them. So it's really just a compare option that you have. And these two images are quite different, although shot of the same thing. It gives you an opportunity to go in and view them. Beside that, you may want to choose to look at three images. So what you can do is come down here, simply highlight 3, 4 images, choose this option, and we get to see all 4 images there, and we're able to compare with what we see on those images. So it's a really good option. It's something that's available to us. We go back to our general mode. Now notice when we did choose these options, all these tools disappeared. So really a majority of the tools here are only associated when we're in the loop or the actual grid mode. So as we go through here, what we now have is this spray can. What does this spray can actually do? Well, they call it the painter, and what it does is it sprays keywords onto images for you. Okay, so for example, let's just click on it. The keywords are here, and I've got time lapse in there. I'm going to change that keyword, highlight it, and I'm simply going to call it graffiti. Just written pretty badly, but it's graffiti. And then all I simply do is come back to the can, I click on it, and then it's just a little can. I can go and spray that keyword to those images. So I can come and spray that, and all I'm doing is spraying a keyword directly onto it. When I've finished, come across here to done, and it's all completed. So I can use that spray can just to go and spray keywords to all these different images. You know, if you've got a particular word, you can just start scrolling through them all and just spray them on, instead of having to actually type it in individually. It's just a bit of a shortcut. Beside that, we've got this A to Z, and this is how we view all our images. Basically, they're in the time capture mode at the moment. You can have them in the order they were added, and it changes the order that they're selected. Time they were edited, edit count. There's all different options, different ratings. You can choose all these different options, but it comes as standard as time captured. It tends to be the main area that we will see these images selected in. So you can choose that little drop down there. That's your choice. Next we have these flags, which are both here. X is a reject flag, so if you don't want the image, you'd put the reject flag. If it's one you want to keep, you usually put the pick flag or the keep flag. And you have an option. You can simply come in, click on a particular image, and I'm just going to go and unhook all these that are connected together. So I click on that image up there, and what I can do is just simply come here and click the flag, and as you notice now, there is a little flag located up in that order. So if I was doing a comparison here and I didn't like this particular one here, I could click on it and simply click in there, and I would have a reject flag. If I want to get rid of it, come back, simply click on it, and it disappears. So I can go through and I can flag my work, which is a really good option. Click here, and if I think about it, if I want to keep the image, I'm picking it, so P is the keyword for that. So I put a P, and if I hold the shift key down when I press P, I simply click that one, and notice I moved onto that one. So the shift key will allow me to keep those images that I want to keep and move on. So it's a very quick way of going through, and if you like, working out which are your keepers and which are the ones that you want to get rid of. That will also refer to the star ratings. So remember, P are the ones that we want to pick, and X, like a cross, no, we don't want it, are the ones we'll put the reject flags on. Same as with the star ratings here, we can actually click on an image that we have highlighted and come and choose the star rating that we want for that image. It's your choice, you can do that. Or if you come through and you hold the shift key down, put it on, it'll put that rating and then let you move on to your next image. So you can do the same thing. Again, you can just quickly go through. 3, 3, and you can move on. So by using the numbers 1 to 5 is the quickest way to, when that something is selected, is to actually apply a star rating out of 5. Or you can, if you want to, simply click on that image and come and choose it down here. But the beauty with the star rating is if you click on that image and change it, it'll change to whatever you want it to change to. So you can go back and forth and actually make a decision on that. The next ones under here are the color ratings. Sometimes we use colors for different reasons. Like red could mean that it's being worked on at the moment, not finished. Blue could mean it's, correction, yellow could mean that it's someone's going to review it and see whether it's suitable, whether they want it, or a client's looking after a particular image. Or it could be green, could be something that a client selected as the final ones that they want to choose. So you can use colours for all types of things. It's just your imagination. But the same deal with them. You know, if I have an image here and I think, oh, yep, I want to put a nice blue marker on that, that actually highlights around the image in blue. Can you see that? Around the image. I change it to green. Notice it's now green all around the image. So red, that's how the image is highlighted. Okay, it has that colour around the image. Purple. So you can go through and you can do that. Okay, so again, those numbers are 6 to 9. You can go through and change the colours. Hold the shift key and it'll actually move on to the next image for you. You then are able to have these ones here which will let you change the way the image sits. So if it's not up correctly, you can go through and rotate it left or right, move it back. Beside that are the two little move keys. You can move through left to right and move on to the next image or move back. This button here is our slideshow button. And what we can actually do is if we have a number of images selected, for example, let's just choose these ones here. Okay, we hit the slideshow button. That will go through and make us a preview of the images. And it'll go through and show them to you like a little slideshow. So you can see the images you have and it'll go through and show you that work. Escape will simply get you out of it. So that's a little slideshow option which you can have in the library module. Beside that is the size of the thumbnails we want. Bigger, smaller, you can choose what you're comfortable with in viewing your images. Now the beauty, as I said, with Lightroom, everything's adjustable. So for example, if you don't use colours, you don't really use these sliders here because you're using the shift key to move across. You may use the flags, you may not. You don't want to use the spray can, you may want to get rid of the comparisons. This is where you would go to get rid of it. So let's say, for example, I don't want to use the colour labels. I can come and click that, and that's been removed. I click here and move the navigate ones, which are right there. Bang, the navigate ones are now gone. So I can basically create this so it's customized for what I want to use. And that's one of the bonuses of it. So it's quite simple to use. Up to you, go through, have a play with it, and set it up for your own use.